Hey guys, today we are going to unbox another Dragon Ball statue, and this time it is Piccolo. This comes from the White Hole Studio, and this is the first statue that I bought from them. So hopefully I won't regret buying from the studio. Anyway, this box is extremely heavy. It came in 2 boxes. The other one is actually down here below. This one is labeled box number 1, so we are going to unbox this one first. So the box is actually quite tall, and we do have an art box. We have this envelope thing, I guess, with some stuff about the statue. It does have a manual, which looks really, really nice. And we have this small thing right here. Oh, I think this will be part of the base. We have a green cloud right here. A bluish aura. More of this bluish aura. Another green cloud. Another bluish aura, and you could actually see the metal support inside. Another one. And finally, the biggest aura here. Here we go. Let's put this aside first, since I don't think we will be needing it now. Moving on to the second layer. We have a few pieces here actually, and the base is actually here, and it's very, very massive. Okay, cloud thing, another cloud thing. We have Piccolo's torso, which is actually quite heavy. And this doesn't feel like it's quarter scale, to be honest. It's like 1 3/5 scale. I don't think it's 1/3, but it doesn't feel quarter scale. Hopefully I'm wrong. We got Piccolo's portrait, definitely not quarter scale. Very vibrant. Let's get the cloud thing first. Okay, so we have the lower. This statue is extremely heavy. I don't think this is hollow at all. If only you could carry this, guys. It's extremely heavy. Anyway, let's put them aside first, since we do need to get the base out, and the base is extremely heavy, I believe. Okay, so how do we get this out? Okay, here is the base. It's a clear green base, which looks really, really nice. And we see the sticker here. The edition size is 168, and I got number 52. I think there's still more underneath. Yeah. Okay, so we have the capes below. Gotta say, the packaging on this statue is extremely nice. And we have this metal plate thing. The cape is extremely heavy. I wonder how this is gonna be supported. Okay, we have one of the mountains. You guys need to be careful with this. This might actually break. Okay, last 2 items. We have the stand for the metal plate thing. It's acrylic. Okay, last item, the cape cloak. Okay, this is the second box. It is much, much smaller than the first one. We still have an art box actually. It's still the same. So we have even more of this cloud thing. And finally, we have the arms of Piccolo. The textures on this is quite amazing, to be honest. Wow, even more items. We do have a switch out arm. I think we have 2 torsos. Okay. We have this very big thing. I think is part of the base. I think Piccolo will actually be mounted here. Anyway, let's get the last item so we could free up some space. I got another one of this thing that will go to the base. Maybe this would be a lot easier to install. Yeah, this one is a lot easier. So we removed everything already. Time to assemble. This is a very heavy statue. We're just 2 pieces in and it's actually quite hard to move already. I think we need to install this now. Okay, now I see the problem. The small piece needs to go first, which is this. Then the big one to the right goes next. That way, although the magnet on the smaller piece here at the back is not that strong, the big piece kind of holds it in. Now, it's time to install this one. Let's see. So yeah, so this piece slots somewhere here at the back. So everything is now in place. I think the next thing is to install Piccolo's legs. The supports are really big on this one. I think this is the biggest metal support I've seen in a statue. There's a hole here on Piccolo's lower leg. That seems easy enough. I think all there's left to do is install the clouds and the auras. Let's put all the clouds and aura. When I bought this statue, I actually didn't think it was gonna be this big. It kinda looks small on the renders. Might as well use the instruction manual to make things a lot easier. Speaking of which, we have not yet unboxed this or take it out of the cover. We don't even know what this is. Oh, it's another certificate of authenticity, designer of Whitehall. This is actually the nicest certificate I think I've seen, or maybe because of this wallet thing that it comes with. Okay, time to check out the manual. So the first thing we need to do is definitely that we need to install the clouds. Most of the clouds goes at the back. Okay, the pieces are actually quite hard to install. It's either the magnet is weak or it doesn't go all the way in, making me a little bit uncomfortable, I guess. But we've managed to install 4 of the green clouds and we still have 3 more to go. Okay, so it was a wrong decision to install the legs. All the auras needs to be installed first. So Piccolo's right foot has a hole here that will go to a key here on the aura. I think that's quite hard to do, but we will see. So far, the fitment are not the best here. This is probably one of the worst fitment statues I've seen in a while. What makes it even harder is how heavy this statue is. I think it would have been a lot easier if the cape is not this heavy. It would make this statue a lot safer, I guess. Okay, so there's a magnetic thing here which the cape will rest on. And this is the last thing that we need to install. Anyway, so far I think we have completely assembled him. So before we start the review, I'd like to quickly address first what I said during the unboxing. Piccolo is not overscaled, he's just a big dude. We googled his height actually and measured the statue. I assure you he is scaled properly. I'm just not used to seeing Dragon Ball statues, so I assume he's bigger than usual. He's definitely bigger than my Vegeta, Goku, and Gohan statues from KD. Or perhaps those statues are actually underscaled. Anyway, moving on to the review. I gotta say the concept on this Piccolo is really nice. The base is, I would believe, Planet Namek. The green you see is actually clear green resin and is actually supposed to be water in the planet. Obviously, the other parts are islands and Piccolo is floating over them. You see some transparent grayish smoke or clouds near at the back of Piccolo, and again at the furthermost back of the statue you see this green whitish clouds. Piccolo also has some clear bluish aura as you can see surrounding him. I honestly did not expect this statue to be this massive and should have opted for the smaller one or the museum version of this statue. Statue stands at around 32 inches tall, the width is around 26 inches wide, and the depth is around 19 inches deep. So like I said, this statue is quite big. The concept is actually pretty cool. If you move further from the statue, you could see the 3D effect they were going for. It's obviously not the best since the distance between Piccolo and the background isn't that much, but you'll get the idea. The statue, by the way, came with a torso switch out and two set of arms for the torso as you can see here below. The difference is the cape isn't being blown by the wind unlike this one, and the pose of the arms. I honestly kinda wish that this switch out torso doesn't include the cape and instead they added a switch out head without Piccolo's headgear right here. Anyway, moving on to the sculpt. Sculpt looks fantastic. Like I said earlier, no problem with the scale. Statue is actually very detailed. Even the small islands on the base has some tiny details. Piccolo himself is packed with textures all throughout his costume and actually even on his skin. This could easily be one of the best Piccolo statues around. Lastly would be the paint. I love the paint. The purple on his pants is painted like this really cool metallic vibrant purple which really pops. His skin is also a vibrant green and actually really pops as well. This statue definitely commands presence not only for its size but as well as the paint. And of course the sculpt, definitely a remarkable statue. A few comments that I need to say would be the statue needs a portrait switch out and the torso switch out should have been without the cape. Assembly for the aura behind him was quite hard and even now is not installed properly, but I'm sure Heat Blower Trick would easily fix that. Also, the two set of clouds at the back isn't installed properly due to warping most probably. I also haven't tried to fix that yet and I think this statue is just way too big. I think they could have trimmed this part of the statue right here to reduce its width. And last comment is this statue is extremely heavy. The base part that holds Piccolo is heavy, his legs is even more heavier, and the cape as you see here is extremely heavy and I wish it would have been a lot lighter since I think it might cause problems in the future, but I'm hoping that it's not. Nonetheless, great Piccolo statue, and with that said, I'd still rate this statue an 8. Very nice Piccolo statue, great presence, and simply a great product. So great that when my friend visited, he was convinced to get this statue, so I might be parting with this statue soon. So if you're looking for something else to watch, you can check out my unboxing and review of this Last Sleep Gogeta. This is Carl and see you in the next one.